to sketch a rhinoceros today because I attempted to sketch one during the Inktober challenge. And even though it was fun, it was super rushed. This time, I want to challenge myself to do better. I've actually sketched it several times already because, let's be real, you're not going to master drawing a rhinoceros in just one go or one video. So today's final result comes after multiple sketches. I've explored a few different approaches, from breaking things down into 2D shapes to using 3D forms like boxes and spheres. Today I'm going to be using this iPad just to give you a more clear path on what I observe and how I start a sketch. I'm starting with shapes, of course, and if you really look at this, his head or her head is kind of like a bean shape. I'm going to draw triangles for both horns. And I'm going to mark the points of the top of the horns because that'll give you information on the placement and the size of any subject. Also, observe the negative space between the horns and their distance from one another. It's also a triangle where the bottom tips touch each other. Now, it's good to look at negative space when you're pinpointing any part of a subject. That'll give you a good idea of where to place it on the paper and will help you with proportions. At least it helps me. For the remainder of the sketch, I'm going to pick out shapes that build the body of the rhinoceros. And it's a technique that I use in all of my sketches, and it's really helpful. When you see the entire animal, it's really intimidating to just draw it, or at least to just grasp your mind that I need to draw this animal. But when you learn to only see shapes initially, it really is a puzzle that you're putting together. Alright, so I hope all of that information helps you, and with that being said, let's get this sketch and painting started. Even though the final piece will be a quick ink sketch in 2D, I always like to start building up the original sketch with pencil, using those 2D or 3D shapes to really understand what I'm drawing and how to approach it. And honestly, that's the tricky part, simplifying the sketch while still making it look like you actually know how to draw. So as you get deeper into the sketch, don't be too hard on yourself if it's not right or if it's not exactly how you want it to be the first time, but also push yourself to not give up and keep practicing.